Saturday morning, July 25th, we're in New York. It's food plot weekend here, and one of the things we wanted to kind of do is go over what we do when we're going about doing a food plot. So the first thing that we do is we're going to be applying lime. A lime comes in a variety of different forms. You can buy it bagged, you can buy it pelletized, and depending on, in this case, where we are in New York, it's very rugged, very steep terrain. We're not going to get implements up there other than a four-wheeler. So what I did was, this is pulverized ag lime. It's also going to be the most cost-effective option that you can have. But as you can see, it holds a lot of moisture. So we're going to be hand spreading this, and what I did was I went to the ag store and I got on the scale, and then I went to the pile of lime and I literally shoveled about 50 to 55 pounds worth of lime in each of these buckets. So we're going to be able to take these up in our sleds in the four-wheeler and spread it by hand, because the areas that we're spreading in aren't so massive that we can't get this thing done. So the load that I got on Thursday at the ag store was 543 pounds, and it cost me $10.80. So a typical ton of pulverized ag lime is going to run you about 40 bucks and is the best option. So you can spread this by hand. It's a little bit messy, but it's going to get the job done, and it's certainly going to save you a ton of money over the bag lime, which is 4 to 5 bucks a piece. So now we're on to phase two. We've now aligned the plot, and we're moving on to the fertilizer phase before kind of disking everything in together. So you can buy bag lime at Agway, Tractor Supply, any of those type of places, and typically what you'll see is 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, and it's the N, it's the P, and the K. So the important thing is, if you get a soil test done for the piece of ground that you're working on, you're going to know right away where you are and what you need to do to get it to the optimum level. So again, the key ingredient on this is going to be the lime, because if the pH isn't right, the fertilizer is not going to be as effective. So if you do nothing else, go ahead and lime the first year and then add the other stuff back in. You can buy bag fertilizer. Again, if you go to an ag store, a lot of times they'll sell it in bulk. If you're working a much larger piece of ground, you can buy stuff in 1,000 pounds, or if they'll custom mix it for you for less than that. It's just like the lime. It's going to be a lot cheaper than if you buy it just in the bag stuff. So this is the second phase of what we do when we typically food plot, and we'll do that prior to disking everything in. So now we've worked the ground, we've limed the soil, we've fertilized, we've mixed everything together, and now we're ready to plant. So the question becomes, what do you plant? Well, this weekend we're going to plant stuff that we're assuming the worst, since we haven't done a soil test yet. We're assuming that most of the soil samples that we'll take are between 5 and 5.5, which is very low. So everything that we're going to plant this weekend is suitable for low pH soils. However, you can buy any commercial grade seed from like Whitetail Institute or Mossy Oak, or if you want to keep the cost down, you can mix your own. And we pretty much have gone to the point where we mix our own seed samples together. You can buy seed in bulk from an ag store. You can go online to places like Welter Seeds out in Iowa. They'll sell you a half a pound, whatever you want, and you can mix it together. But some of the samples here that we have, this is Pacer brassica. It's a hybrid. Groundhog radish, dwarf Essex rape, which is probably one of the most common ingredients you'll see in a lot of the food plot, commercial food plot stuff that's out there. This is actually jumbo Ladino clover, and we've got a bunch of other stuff, chicory or whatever. So if you want to duplicate something that's on a commercial bag, you'll be able to see what the ratio and percentage is on the back, and go ahead and order it and mix it up, and you're ready to go. It's going to work just as well.
Alright, so here we are, back plot number 1 in New York, and what we showed you, what we did a couple weeks ago, my dad and I, we got in here, we drug it and we sprayed it, and that was it. A couple weeks later, you can see the result. Down to the dirt, just some dead stuff left. So now we can get in here, drag it real quick, spread our lime, spread our fertilizer, till it under with the Groundhog Max, get it planted, and move on to the next one. So we are well on our way. We'll be taking that out. Alright, so we drug, we groundhog, we limed, we fertilized, and we are now setting the seed. So you can see right there, I did a little exclusion cage just to kind of see what the deer are doing in terms of browse and how much they're actually eating and how much wood grow they're eating it. So what that little cage will do is see how high what we're planting is wood grow outside of the deer preference. So we'll change the card in the camera, he's going to finish spreading the seed and off to the next spot. A little shower actually just came through, and it was about a little 10 minutes too early, because in about 10 minutes we'll be completely done, and then we need a little bit of rain to come. So 10 minutes too early, but nonetheless we got our rye out, he's spreading the rest of the stuff, and we are going to be ready to go. Alright, plot number 2. Plot number 1 is done. We're now on plot number 2. This one actually is a lot less dead stuff on top than the other one even did. So, as you already saw, we only drug it and sprayed it. And it's already down to the dirt, which is awesome. A lot less time spent today. So, just hitting it with the groundhog, gonna turn it, gonna lime it, fertilize it, plant it, and be done just like we are the other one. So, let's get after it. Alright, so job well done. Everything's taken care of. He's now spreading the last of the seed. So what we got here is we got a lane that way, and then we have this little area here, and it extends all the way up to the other side. So a nice little U shape, get a tree stand in the middle here somewhere, and we'll be ready to hunt. Alright, so we're back working on plot, we're calling plot number 4. It's the 4th plot that we're putting in. It's basically in the middle of the property, in the middle of some thick stuff, which may turn out to be one of our best spots. Some of our other plots are closer to the lines, but Bill got it sprayed about 2 weeks ago. We're in here, and you've seen the process before. We're going to drag it, we're going to disc it under with the groundhog, we're going to fertilize, we're going to lime, we're going to plant, and we're going to get out of here. So this one definitely going to take a little work. You can see the ground is pretty much covered right now, and what we're planting is all the way down to the end of this logging road, and we're going to plant this circle up here. So you'll see what we do first is we use the harrow to pull some of the dead stuff off. Stick with us. Stop the madness food plotting, baby.
So here we are, it's Saturday the 29th of August. Chris and I are back up in New York for a mini work day. This is actually the first plot that we planted on the new lease up in New York. As you can see, it came in beautifully, so we're pretty excited. The rye's getting a little tall, but we think the deer are going to hammer that down, and just the overall mixture is starting to take off. So the other plots look like they're coming along, but we could use some more rain. It's been really dry. So got a lot of pictures. I think it was like 840 pictures, almost all doe with the exception of one bear. And yeah, we're getting pretty excited. So we're getting ready to hang some stands, do some more trimming, and finish out the day. So stand by.
You're missing one thing, so sit down.
Good. Sorry, sir, but you've hit your limit of straps. Which kind of straps would you like? Glad we're filming this so that the public can see just how mean you are to me. I hope you edit this, otherwise people will be asleep by now.
It's kind of scary up there.
Now, if you can leave it hang there, that'd be perfect. Hey,
What? Dude, you can't, you're not going to be able to shoot.
it doesn't matter. Get the stand hung first, and then we can trim. Get the stand hung, and then you can get in it, and then we can trim it. Hold on to it or put it in your pocket. You're probably going to need it. See, now this is the episode that we should be sharing.
Yeah. We can actually keep our mouths shut. Is it undone?
No. Why am I going to toss you one on?
All right, give me it.
No. I know.
We got throw thing up for you?
You're welcome. Good toss. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want it noted for the camera that Chris Washko is going to cut down the straight branch, and that my friend is truly troubled.
You should bang it off a couple more steps. That'll help those wires. Yeah, hook it on the other one. Yeah, that'll help too.
I'm glad we went with the light stand. You know.
Sorry, I like a little room, so I have 3 inches to the right and left, not half.